Guys, as you all know, I love the Championship. I think, it's a bit more like real football from, the 70s. I really do. And I love some of the passion in some of the games. They may not be as technically great as the Premier League, but great to watch. So, my predictions for this weekend, I thought, why not do predictions? I've now been watching it, for a few games. And I sort of got now, a feel for what's going to happen. I had sort of Luton, Burnley, and Leeds to come up. Well, Luton definitely aren't going to come up now. And Sunderland have just gone, whoa, I expected them to have a decent season, but not to be at the top. So here I've gone. My predictions for this weekend, Swansea, Millwall. You know what? They're vying right for position. Swansea, obviously, the favourites because they're at home. I think Millwall are going to beat them 2-1. I just think on the break, Millwall just will beat 2-1 because they love counter-attacking. Sheffield United, Stoke. Oh, forget. I know Stoke are starting to do a little bit better, but Sheffield United are going to be too strong. They're at home, 2-0. Derby, Hull. God, that's another one. They're both right next door to each other. Derby, Hull. That's a real tight one. But the crowd at Derby, oh God, I've been to that ground. They get on top of you. I've got that. Do you know what? I've got this 2-1, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to make that 2-2. Let's have a draw there. Burnley, QPR, forget it. Burnley at home, 2-0 to Burnley. West Brom, Cardiff, again at home, too strong for Cardiff. 2-0. Sunderland, Oxford. I love Oxford. Love seeing the way they play. They fight and they dig. Everyone thought they were going down this year, but away to Sunderland, forget it. Sunderland have walked that. I'm only going to say 2-0. I've actually written 1-0, but 2-0 I'm going to say. I'm going to write that down too. I'm changing it as I go along, guys. Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday. It's at Portsmouth, But yeah, Sheffield Wednesday going to be too strong. But I think Portsmouth will go for it. I think they're going to score 2 goals. But I think Sheffield Wednesday will score 3. 2-3 to Sheffield Wednesday. Coventry, Luton. Oh my God, what a game that is. One of my favourites to come up. And they're sort of down in the, not quite at the bottom, at 20th place. And Coventry, I thought they were playing really well last season, but they're down there with them. I've got Coventry. I haven't even got a result there. I think Luton are going to win that 1-0. How's that? I'm going to do it now, even though Coventry are at home. Bristol City, Leeds. Well, if you can forget that, we know who's going to win that. I loved it when Nigel Pearson was at Bristol City. I thought he got them playing some great football. But maybe too long there and didn't, wasn't getting the progress that the ownership wanted quick enough. I think they should have stuck with him. I really do think he's a great manager. But I see that 1-3 to Leeds. Watford, Blackburn. God blimey, what a game that is. 6 versus or 7 versus 6, whatever it is. Both. I felt Watford, just didn't have the oomph in them before, and Blackburn were actually fighting. So, it's a tough one. But Watford at home, 2-1 to them. Plymouth, Preston. Well, are we going to have the Rooney effect? Preston should win that, but I reckon Rooney's got Plymouth fighting. I know they're third from bottom, but they do fight, and they don't stop. I've got that gone. What do I put that down now to? I'm going to go 2-1 to Plymouth. I'm doing it as I'm going along, guys. Norwich, Middlesbrough. Well, Middlesbrough, one of those teams, they're not doing that great. Michael Carrick, the big messiah, he's really sort of not doing it. I can see the team did well when he first came, but they're slowly deteriorating for whatever reasons. Norwich, I thought a Nancy Pantsy team. I put a blog out the other week saying they're not great, but they're starting to play better. They're at home, Is what's his name Wiltshire going to make a difference after only a week or a few days? I doubt it, but they will want to impress the first team coach. I've got that down. It's going to be hard to beat Middlesbrough. I got that down as a 1-0 win to Norwich. Well, guys, that'd be interesting. I'm looking forward to the Championship a little bit more than I'm looking forward to the Premier League this weekend. Just because Arsenal playing Liverpool and we've got half a team missing. But that Championship, there's some real big games there, aren't there? 14th versus 15th, 5th versus 8th, 14th versus 13th. 19th versus 20th, 7th versus 6th, 8th versus 9th. you know, them not must-win games, but they're games they're going to want to win to give them that boost above the team close to them. Right, Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking. Good weekend for the Championship.